Hi, this is Dina with Pretty Productive. We're a mother-daughter Etsy shop that sells stickers, all things budget and planner related. Today I'm going to walk you through our monthly budget kit and how it would lay down in the Erin Condren planner. I'm going to be using the 7x9, but we do make kits for both sizes, the 8.5 by 11 as well as the 7x9. We have two kits that are in the shop. First is the thin washi. There's 8 strips of thin washi. The headers, 6 strips of thick washi, and then the actual budget strips. You can buy each sheet individually, and then we also sell it as a kit that has a discounted price. And we have this color scheme as well as budget strips, thin washi, thick washi, and then of course the headers, the script headers. I'm going to be working with this kit today. First thing I do is lay down the top washi, and that is the thick. I have So the first page I label as my monthly budget. And I start with my income. So there's 2 income strips. One for the beginning of the month where you have your estimated, you fill in your actual, whether it's plus or minus to what you had thought it was going to be, and then a total strip for the month. And then I usually use one of the thin washi to kind of separate the monthly budget from the fixed income. Fixed income is anything that you have every month, like a mortgage or rent, utilities, phone bills, things like that. And then depending on how many fixed expenses, you could put a second piece of washi and put this here, or I just put it right along here. And then a total for the end of the month. On the opposite side is where I put in my sinking funds. And again, it depends on how many funds you have and how active they are. So the first strip says fund, what fund it is, what your beginning balance is, if you added or if you needed to use anything, and then what your ending balance will be. And then a total for sinking funds. I have 4 different ones that I use. I'm going to drop this down to line 5. That I'm going to have on this page. this would be for variable income. So it could be business expenses. It could be if someone in your household's on like in real estate or a commission, or they get a bonus, or their tips. That could be for your variable income. And then for this one, this may or may not pertain to you, but it would be for business expenses. If you had a small business or you're running a business and you need an area for that. So this part will be for the weekly check-in. So depending on how many cash envelopes that you use, it would be how many lines you would need to have in this section. So I have 6 different cash envelopes. I keep my sinking funds in savings account, so I don't have envelopes for those. This would be your weekly check-in. Your cash envelopes. So for example, you would have your category header, which envelope it is going to be. So what category it is, how much you spent, and what your remaining is. And the strip headers have week 1 through week 5, and then also a total. So I have 7. Then each week you would just list your cash envelope and it'd be a running total over the month. So that would be the same side over here. And then at the end, I'll go ahead and lay these down just so you can see. And this is where you'll discover if you have carryover or not into the following month. So this page would be your transaction log. Now, this is one example of how you can set this up. This is the way I set it up, but you may want to move your transaction log back or frontward, or use your debt snowball on a different page. So this would be my transaction log. I still want to know which category I am using, whether it's a fixed expense or I'm using one of my envelopes or it's a sinking fund. And at the very end is a total. And then I also, because sometimes this happens, you have a unbudgeted item. So I'm going to just skip a couple lines and come down here for unbudgeted. This page is going to be for debt snowball. So where you're beginning, what your balance is, what you paid, what your new balance is. So if it's has an interest on it, you want to take out your payment, add in your interest, and then calculate your new balance. And then there's a total for tracking total. And then I started adding a carryover column. So if you're all done with the month and you've got $200 left, either in your cash envelopes or in your account for something you ended up not needing it for, or you had a little bit of extra income come in that you didn't need to place anywhere, that's carryover. So I did add a carryover sticker because I was finding more and more that I was ending up with a carryover amount, which is not a bad place to be. But there really wasn't a place to track it, so you can add your carryover. So at the end of tracking your expenses, your unbudgeted, your weekly check-in, your income, your fixed expenses, sinking funds, variable income, and business expenses, whatever is left over would end up in your carryover. So that's how I lay down the stickers. Of course, if you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you so much.